now, and it's going to get worse. So here's a look at what we can expect for this morning drive. We've got those red and yellow caution and just maybe avoiding travel lights here on our graphic. And we want you to know that there are already icy conditions out there. Freezing rain and sleet leading to some freeze up on those roads and on your sidewalks, your driveways here. And we're also going to be seeing increasingly heavier snow and blowing snow conditions too, with that wind picking up and of course the snow also picking up here for today. So that wind with the already buildup of some ice and that heavy snow on that, we'll have concerns about issues with extra slick conditions out there. And of course, with the snow blowing around, that low to no visibility at times, meaning blizzard conditions here. So here's the latest look outside in Fargo. We've been watching a lot of our plows go by in this particular view along 32nd Avenue South and I-29, the interchange here from our view at Luther Family Ford. Some raindrops on our camera dome, wet roads, and again, areas where it's icy too. Temperatures are below freezing in the FM metro and throughout a good portion of the valley. So let's talk about additional ice buildup. Here's a look at our ice potential from here on out. Southeastern North Dakota, not as heavy because we've already been picking it up. And this will be transitioning more over toward the Bemidji area, maybe Monoman, where this transition zone has been. Then on top of that, of course, we've got that changeover to snow, or maybe it's already snowing for you. Here's a look at that snow and ice potential map. So I've circled this area in pink here to indicate where we're more getting rain and freezing rain and snow, and as temperatures drop, the potential for that ice to develop. This is that area where snowfall amounts are going to be less and a lot more highly variable because the temperatures and the a type of precipitation will be more on the liquid side for a time. But where we get that ongoing snow and the heavier bands setting up, we're still looking at a foot or more for some areas in these heavier snow contours here. So doesn't mean you're going to see a foot if you're included in that, but the potential is there for you to get more than a foot. And where we're getting that snow, the Jamestown area, back up through that Highway 281 corridor, now pushing toward Devil's Lake and into east central parts of North Dakota, and even parts of northern Minnesota now north and along Highway 2. Fargo still in that colorful transition zone of pink and purple where we've got the freezing rain, where we've got the sleet and the mixed precipitation. And then over to the east, there's the rain in Detroit Lakes, Highway 10 back to Wadena. But again, as temperatures drop, this may change over pretty quickly to icy conditions for you. So visibility is going to obviously be a factor today with the wind and snow. You can see where it's affecting us most out west. Visibility between 1 and 3 miles there right now. Northern Valley not as terrible in those areas because we haven't seen the snow push in just yet for some of those spots. So it's already lower visibility in those areas to start. Temperatures there much colder. Again, a little bit above freezing to the east, but don't count on these numbers to keep you from sliding around. We have the potential for that slick conditions, even with temperatures maybe at the top of the hour indicating above freezing numbers. A look at our winds. Out of the north, gusts into the 30s to 40 miles per hour. We'll see them gust today into that 50 to even 55 mile per hour range for some of us in that blizzard warning. And here's a look at what to expect. Again, transition zone, southeastern North Dakota into parts of northwest Minnesota this morning. But watch what happens as the morning goes along. We see that colder air take over more and more. We transition to snow in Fargo and in more places in the valley with heavy bands of snow setting up north and west, and winds again gusting out of the north and getting into some of our highest numbers this afternoon and evening. And that's when I think we'll have some of our worst conditions as far as blizzard is concerned, is afternoon and into the evening hours. Heading into late night hours tonight, the extent of the snow starts to ease up. We see it break up, become more isolated to widely scattered by tomorrow morning. But don't let this fool you. We still have that wind, and so we'll still be dealing with blowing snow, ground blizzard conditions potentially still going on into tomorrow morning. So here's your 7-day planner. Today, tomorrow, first alert weather days for the wintry mess we're dealing with right now. And then the cold takes over. This weekend's going to be tough for snow clearing. We're looking at temperatures below 0 to start Saturday and Sunday for parts of the valley. Colder Sunday morning, and only in the teens for highs in November. So these are average highs in January that we would typically see. Wow. So that lets you know just how cold our air is behind this system and the intensity of what's moving our way right now.
So what comes in isn't going away anytime soon, really?
Not for the next week, at least. Yeah. So you're going to have to find a way to get that snow cleared because Mother Nature's not going to melt it for you.
Wow. Okay. Lisa, thank you for keeping us updated. Up next, if your lights are flickering a bit, we think we know why. Winds are whipping power lines in parts of the valley.
Also ahead, tough going in the Northern Valley. We've got a live look from Grand Forks right there, as you can see folks heading out onto the roadways. We'll be checking in with Courtney Lockie in just 2 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching the Valley Today.